Hi, everyone. Doug here. Here with the great Dr. Brimhall. We're here to talk about Homecoming 2023, January 19th through the 22nd in Tempe, Arizona. It's one of them that you have to come to. And just talking to Dr. John a minute ago, there's some things that are very important, I think, from a real in-depth at a cellular level part of your body that when you listen to him, you'll see the reason why you need to be there for no other reason, at least to listen to what he has to say. Because of just the history and some of the cool, exciting things that he's come up with just in the last little while. So real quick, let's just jump in. Dr. John, man, we're excited to have this homecoming. You've set a beautiful schedule together with a lot of speakers, but what are you going to be talking about?
You know, guys, something I want to bring out to your attention right now. We're hearing from doctors we haven't heard from for 6, 8, even 9 years after we did the webinar Doug and I did here just a couple of weeks ago about the hidden COVID hook that's inside of that thing that leaves it inside the organs and comes back to haunt you again. And I want to clarify that on a point here in just a minute, but I'm one of the last of the Mohicans. I'm 75 years young. I'm not 75 years old, but I have been storing information. I mean, I was in the Gonstead Clinic. I was with Dr. Goodhart every seminar he taught for 20 years. I was with DeJarnette learning SOT, craniosacral, Fulford. I mean, I've gone the rounds to learn everything I could learn. Even 30 years ago, I told Claudia, I'm going to go to another seminar this weekend. She said, oh my gosh, when are you finally going to think you learn? Oh, forget it. Enough was what she was going to say. It can't happen. But I want to share with you everything that I have found out from the greatest in the world out there. And Dr. Goodhart isn't here, or Gonstead, or DeJarnette, or even Wally Smith. I mean, they're gone. And Wally's younger than I am. So let me give away everything that I put together there. I'm passing on with Dr. Brett, but you still got to come and hear it. We have found things together here with Dr. Harris' genius, with Doug Grant's ability to formulate whole food nutrition, pre-digested, and a lot of it fermented. You have any idea when they run a Diderot with dogs, they ferment the food? It's like 10 times, 100 times more potent, and the dogs run better. Well, this is a technique you may have no idea that we're even doing here, but there's nobody close to us. I mean, we're in a race so far ahead, you can't even see the people running behind us, but we need you in the bleachers, please. Let me clarify just a couple of things. COVID has been made as a bioweapon, in my humble opinion, and it has had a hook in it that it hides from the body. It's literally like a stealth organism. And everybody's writing articles about long haulers because it gets in the organs and continues to degenerate the organs, even though you're not actively infected. And then here it comes again on you. So Dr. Harris developed a tester. It just, when you put it in your hand, if you have COVID in the system, you go weak. It doesn't mean it's an active infection. It means maybe it's hiding in there. You can't see that very well, but it's just a little test vial. You don't take it, you just hold it in like all the other test vials we've taught through the years. If you hold it in the hand, you will go weak if you have it. If you go weak, then that means you have the problem. Then Dr. Harris made a second vial, and you just put 1 drop of this under the tongue, and they now go strong. What does that mean? It means, yes, they have COVID of some nature in there, or some virus is acting like COVID, and this makes them strong because it addresses the COVID head on homeopathically. It doesn't solve the whole problem, but it lets you know where it's hiding. Because now when they go strong, their body's strong all over until you therapy localize. If it's hiding in their eye and I touch the eye, they go weak. Thyroid, they go weak. Kidneys, liver, adrenals, they go weak. If it doesn't go weak there, then it's not actively attacking that area from an energetic point of view. I'm not talking about a medical point of view. I'm talking about energy. Everything is energy, Einstein said. And in this case, that's true. You don't sell them a bottle and they go home with it. Every time they come in and they test positive, you put 1 drop under the tongue. And then that allows you to therapy localize and find out which organs it's in. Then you can treat the organs with adjuster, percussor, laser. I mean, if it's in the heart, I'm going to give them Opti Heart. If it's in the eyes, I'm going to give them Total Protect. I mean, Essential Protect. If it's in the kidneys, I'm going to give them liver kidney or the liver. So you see, we have a very specific method of allowing the body to be aware of it and started healing. We also go to feelings buried alive, and we read in the emotions to that organ. We know almost all conditions have an emotional component, but now we know which emotions each organ system has is broken down. We read that in, we tap it in, and then we clear it with laser. Will show us how. Come to homecoming. I'll be happy to show you all this. So
we're excited.
don't sell somebody this and have them go home and take a half a dropper full a day. It's 1 drop a day, no more than 4 days in a row, even if you sell them when they take it home. Dr. Harris developed this to be a very small dosage, 4 or 5 days at the most. That's all you need to do. Here's the other thing. Doug, you're pretty much a vegetarian, aren't you? You eat some meat?
I do eat some meat, not much.
Some meat, and I eat some meat. But I've read a new book. I'm not even going to tell you the name of it, but I'm going to tell you at homecoming. I'm going to have it available for you. I'm leaning it and greening it. I'm gleaning from it. I'm reading it. I have all my complicated patients following this system, and I finally get it. As you know, the gut flora is so important. They have people that are deathly ill. They can't respond to anything. They take a section of somebody else's colon or their poop, and they put it in this person that's having all these problems from a healthy person. And in 2 days, they've responded and they're better than they've been for 10 years. How is that possible? Because our bio system works off more non-human cells than human cells. And the most important thing we can do is put as many back in there as we can. Now we have optimal flora, and I take it every day. But what we need to be doing is growing our new bacteria that we haven't been able to grow that. And you do that by eating vegetables. You know, Dr. Harris is right all this time. I didn't get the fact that every new vegetable you eat gives you a new strain of flora in the gut. And the more meat and the more butter and the more eggs we eat, it does not produce the flora like the vegetables do. And that's why Dr. Harris strictly stays with that. I'm not quite that pure, but I'm about 90% right now. And I've had a lot of patients on post-COVID syndrome come in. And the person that responded the fastest, who had the most problems, he was in the emergency room 3 times before he got into me. And we did this technique I told you. We addressed it. The body now is aware of this stealth organism that was in there. Said, oh, I didn't know that was there. Then it can start working on it. Goodhart always said, if the body can't find it, it can't fix it. Our job is to help the body find it, aware that it's there. Then it can go ahead and start to heal. But this guy told me about this book he read where he finally understood what I was telling me about the flora of the gut, but he knew more than I did. This MD that has written that is also a professional researcher, and he's found every new vegetable creates a new series of probiotics with the prebiotics, the probiotics, and the postbiotics that changes people's health. And this guy, even though he was the worst, responded the fastest, and he's doing the best. No more ER visits. It's amazing. Let me share with you what we've got talking about here.
Yeah, and you know, that's really the key to it. And that's why I think a lot of us have been, you know, major plant-based for such a long time. And that's where one of my talks that I'm going to be talking about at homecoming with you is on the Flora Blitz pack. We have a ton of prebiotics along with the high potency probiotics. And what are prebiotics? The prebiotics are the vegetables, the very specific Jerusalem artichokes with the fructooligosaccharides, all the different forms of the vegetables that help the probiotics grow at a very, very fast rate, because really it's a race, right? We've got to get the probiotics growing and infiltrating the system faster than we're living the lifestyle with the acidity and the foods and the stress that's destroying it. And that's a constant battle. That's why I think it's critical, like Dr. John's talking about, is that ecology. We need to focus on the ecology from our diet, from our lifestyle, from our energy, from our stress, and from taking the right probiotics in the right amounts. And that's why one of our original mentors that Dr. John just mentioned, passed away, Dr. Shahani, that was with us. He's the one that helped us to stabilize it and give us the patent, the only patent that we know of to prove that the probiotics get in and they actually stabilize in the gut. Why? Because they have food with them. They have vegetables with them that help them to stabilize and grow and to build strong.
And the vegetables actually create short chain fatty acids, and that's the prebiotic the probiotics need, and those different short chain fatty acids from each group of foods. So my wife is an incredible cook, and if you can say cook, we have salads every evening, and she puts like 5 different arugula and kale and spinach and different kinds of lettuces even, and celery and carrots. And it's the fiber that we're missing. It's the fiber from these foods. Some of them are soluble, some of them are non-soluble, that we actually break down and grow new probiotics. It's exciting. And let me tell you, the people I've shared this with is changing their lives. And we just want you all to be there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, January 19th through the 22nd, Tempe, Arizona. Make sure that you sign up quick, bring your whole staff. It's at the original place that Dr. Brimhall has been having the homecoming for many years. And so we do have that limited space there. So docs, we want to make sure we have room for you. Get signed up today, Dr. John. We're excited. to get the new research on COVID, the research on the probiotics and the vegetables, all those great things. We can't wait to be there and have everyone learn and listen.
One other thing we might mention here is this is talk about a widespread group that we have lecturing here. Dr. Harris is actually going to talk about stem cells, not only the ones that he uses in injections. We have a wonderful course that we teach in that. He and I'm just the dummy in that case, but I can haul stuff and hand it to him. But his genius comes out because he's been using stem cells since they were first available by taking people's own stem cells out and growing them and putting it back in all the way till now, where we have incredible facilities where you can get 5 million stem cells, mesenchymal stem cells, which are the premortal ones that go anything your body needs, into 400 billion in injectable exosomes, which actually pass the blood-brain barrier. And we're getting incredible results with people that were losing their memories and things like that. So we want to share that with you too. Dr. Brett is going to teach a basic course, and he's actually going to teach with Doug too, and they're going to go over the blood program to help you understand that. But Dr. Brett's going to teach percussive, adjuster, laser, nutrient testing, emotional work to the newbies. Bring all your new staff, bring your new doctors. But I'm going to be teaching an advanced course where I'm going to be teaching treating complicated cases. I mean, everybody says, well, can you treat me there? Can you treat me there? Well, come to the class and we'll treat you. As you know, we have treating sessions the night before. So coming in Thursday, those are filling fast. You better get registered and come in and do that. But also during these classes, and I'm going to be demonstrating and treating complicated cases. There are some people that come in ahead or stay after the seminar, and I treat them in my own facility here in Gilbert, but that gets pretty full pretty fast. So, hey, we love you guys. We're really looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, for sure. Look forward to see you there, and we'll send out some more information and give you a few little tidbits. I think there's a few new products maybe that we're going to be talking about, and for sure some things Dr. John just mentioned. So again, see you then, January 19th, 22nd. Call in today, talk to the reps. We'll get you set up. Take care.